Good evening, everyone. This is an update on Sanibel Island as of September 30th, 2022. As I'm sure you are aware, Hurricane Ian hit Wednesday the 28th and has done serious damage to the island. The Causeway Bridge was destroyed in at least 4 different sections, so the only way to get to the island is either by boat or helicopter, but the island is officially closed. No one is allowed on the island except for city officials or the citizens that did not leave during the mandatory evacuation. Sanibel Island has a population of around 6,400 of citizens that live there year-round, and they were encouraged to leave on a mandatory evacuation. I do not have exact numbers of how many people actually left and how many people stayed behind, but people did stay behind. So city officials started the search and rescue, and today they were able to remove around 60 citizens. They are not forcing the citizens to leave, but they are strongly encouraging them to leave, and eventually everyone will have to leave, because the main reason is there is no running water on Sanibel. Sanibel does not work on wells. It is public water that is run by electricity, and no electricity, they will have no running water. So the people who refuse to leave are surviving on bottled water, and eventually their bottled water will run out. And again, they are encouraging them to leave, but it's the USA. We have freedom, and so they cannot make them leave. And I don't know how many people are. I don't think it's a large number. So let's see. I have notes, so excuse me if I get lost. So last time they had a major hurricane, it took 10 days to get the electricity back on, and that was when there was an actual working causeway. Now that there is no bridge connecting Fort Myers to Sanibel, the only way to get utility vehicles to the island is on a barge. Sanibel Island does not have any barges yet. They have put in a request with Governor DeSantis, and he has promised them, but they haven't arrived yet. Barges are slow-moving vehicles, so currently the city officials are just taking boats to get back and forth from the island. But as soon as they get the barges, they will be able to get the utility trucks across, dump trucks, all the trucks, to get the city running again. The city officials are wanting people to be realistic and realize this is not happening anytime soon. They are working every day to restore the island, but don't expect to spend Christmas on Sanibel Island. It's not going to be ready by the end of the year. And if it is, it will be a miracle. As of today, there are 4 confirmed deaths on Sanibel Island. The names were not released yet. They are still doing search and rescue. That is the top priority. But a lot of the roads are blocked on Sanibel Island. There was one road they could not pass because there was a home that was now in the middle of the road. So there are city officials with road crews that are cleaning the streets, because if you've seen video, you've seen that like the palm trees, debris is just completely covering the roads. They're pushing that to the side so the rescue vehicles can get through Sanibel Island. So they are still in the middle of search and rescue. They were not able to sweep the entire island today, but they are going as quickly as they can. So their top priority is search and rescue, and then the second priority is they are going from building to building, home to home, evaluating the structure integrity. And then another factor is this island is not deserted. It is closed, but it is not deserted. They do have a police presence. There is always bad actors, and so there are reports of looting in Fort Myers. There are reports of kids with backpacks walking around Sanibel Island. They don't know if they were looting or if they're just kids, being pranksters, and so there is a police presence. They have requested the National Guard to help keep the island safe from looters. Because there's a bank on the island that's now unattended. There are several high-end jewelry shops now unattended, and so they want to keep the island safe. And the mayor stresses that they're doing everything they can to keep the island safe. So just be aware, if you have a boat and you're a bad person who wants to come loot the island, it's not going to be easy. So be prepared to be questioned, because there is police presence. And like I said, the road crews are cleaning the streets. But if you are a citizen of Sanibel and you did evacuate, you cannot return to the island right now. Get in contact with this board, the city board, because they are going to work. They're going to allow citizens to return for a couple hours to go to their houses and retrieve items that they need to survive for the next couple months, because you will not be living on your Sanibel house. And then, of course, they will allow insurance adjusters to the island so you can get your insurance payouts. And so, as soon as they know all the structures are sound, you can come back and start rebuilding your house. But that's definitely not anytime soon, within the next couple months. So, if you're also a Sanibel resident, your mail is being held at the Fort Myers USPS pickup location on 14651 6 Mile Cypress Parkway. So if you're staying in Fort Myers temporarily, you can still go get your mail. If you have a different location, I recommend doing mail forwarding online. It's an easy step. And that's all I have right now. I will update you tomorrow with any other news I hear on Sanibel.